Good day, fellow investors. Now that I have outsourced the editing, thanks Misa, now we can do more on quality content creation. And therefore, I think a great addition to this YouTube channel to give a basement, a fundamental, something that connects it all would be to launch a YouTube portfolio. So I will be investing 1 million fictively into 30 positions that we will learn about over time, cover, update on earnings, and increase our knowledge about businesses, which is the core of long-term investing. Let me give you the idea behind this, how it will work, the portfolio, one buy, and I really hope you will get value from this, and therefore please support the channel by clicking that like button and subscribe if you haven't. To just follow this, also hit that notification bell so that you get notified when there is a portfolio update video. When it comes to the idea behind this, I really like this quote from Charlie Munger, how he has been reading Barron's for 50 years, and over 50 years he found only one investment opportunity, out of which he made about 80 million without risk, then invested the 80 million and gave it to Li Lu, who turned it into 400, 500 million and likely much more now. So from one idea, he made 500 million. And my goal here is exactly that, to follow 30 businesses, even more as we exclude some that those are bad, improve the quality. And over time, if I get just one amazing buy for myself from this portfolio, then the goal is done. And also it will be of great educational value as we follow stocks, update on those, and see how those evolve as investments, as risk and reward. Plus, as you know, I make a lot of videos, so this YouTube portfolio should be the thread line that connects all of this, the risk and reward, what's good, what's better, what's worse, what's not that great. So I really hope you will get value from this. And this is actually also what I do on my research platform. So the same principles, unfortunately on different stocks, will be applied here. If you look at my research platform, so there is the premium Excel file. I follow about 30 stocks in the Excel file. There is even more. Now I'm looking again at the copper sector that I have been following for 7-8 years now. And you can see here there is a lot of research, really a lot that we have done over the years. I've looked at 3,500 small caps recently, so really a lot, and everything is summarized into one Excel file. And this I want to increase it by also making this YouTube portfolio that will also add value to my research platform, because you never know where you might find those investment ideas. So when we create this holding structure of our YouTube channel, then the idea is always to compound knowledge over time, because the more you know about the business, the easier it is to invest and understand how the risk and reward fits you. And the plan is to do updates on earnings, on big changes. I'm sure you will notify me in the comments, selling the overvalued, putting in new undervalued. So also surprising for many, as you will see later when I buy a stock, I'll try to focus on good risk and rewards, which is, I think, good for education, etc. Not really absolute value investing. Of course, we'll try to go there too, but just good risk and reward investing in a 30 position portfolio should do also the trick. So the goal is building compounding knowledge, because that's the essence of investing, and make it a lifelong process. That's the key. As I said in this video below, I'll put also the link in the description, I'm now in a live position where I can do this. From September, I'll be having also fiber internet, extreme speed for me, so I can go also live to update on this. So I get great content, I get great knowledge, I share that with you, and I hope this will be a win-win-win-win-win collaboration for all. Now, just a disclaimer, this is just for research purposes, my opinion, so I'm not a financial advisor. You have to see how the risk and reward fits you, and of course do your own due diligence. That's as essential. The goal of what we do here will always be just learning, and then also when we cover something in the comments, you always share great insights, so that will also be an additional value here. And remember, this is a fictive 1 million. Now, just another disclaimer, I have a large portfolio on my platform, the core portfolio positions or core covered stocks that will not be included here. The positions in my large portfolio will also not be included here. So anything above that, beyond that, will go into the YouTube portfolio education. So these are my premium things for my customers on my research platform. I cannot share that with you. There will be 1-2 stocks that I cover there publicly, so you can check also that. You can click here, I'll put Facebook also on public now. Intel and Cisco are free preview, so you can check that here. The others are unfortunately premium, but still, I hope to have it a win-win situation, and you never know how these things evolve over time. Now, the portfolio strategy and everything, very simple. I want to have 30 buys between $10,000 and $50,000 over time, depending on how sure I am of the risk and reward. And if we go to the intrinsic value table that you can download in the description below, this is the one with my public stock analysis, so you can see how many stock analysis we did. You have the link to the video here, the intrinsic table, when has it been done, the comment, and you can see here comparative table, and I have put here the YouTube portfolio. So let's start with 1 million, learn about the investments, and I have added already 2 that will come tomorrow, so I have covered them now, but if you download and delete this, you can see them. So we have already made a video on WBD, so check that video if you have missed it. And then I have made the date of filming, that's the price paid I use. I have used 30,000 to put in. I have bought that many stocks, 2,130 something. This is the price now, this is the value now, and that combined increases the portfolio to, we made $362. Okay, just for a start. I haven't updated also on later, we'll discuss the purchase later. This is the loss and gain. When I close the position, what's the cash outcome, the analysis link to the video to keep that trend line, and also if there are any dividends, we'll update on that twice a year. Shouldn't make a big difference, but it's okay to keep also update the dividend on the S&P 500 and on others. So I also compared it to the S&P 500, so I have lumped sum the 1 million into the S&P 500. The level when I started this, when I bought also Warner Bros. Discovery, was 390. Now it's a little bit lower. So the S&P 500 is down, but over time it should be okay. And then also I added, to compare it to my performance, the lump sum portfolio on the research platform that I started in 2019 with 100,000, now it's 203,000. So that's also going okay there, and we'll see over time. This is the start, 1 million for the S&P 500, 203,000 for me, and then every year or half a year we can update also on performance. That will be fun. And the goal is, as Walter Schloss says, you never really know a stock until you own it. So as I said, it will be compared to the S&P 500, also to my lump sum portfolio on my research platform, which is the portfolio that I use for tracking my record. Every trade is there, and my research platform members can confirm that. So that will be something also interesting to compare how things are going. And now we still are left with an addition to the portfolio. I will try to fill it with 30 stocks pretty fast, and then we can eliminate the ones we don't like with better solutions that we find from the research, and also what I do here on YouTube with all the analysis video. I made this video a while ago how Meta, Facebook, the metaverse is a strong buy from a risk and reward perspective, how I don't really like it for my core portfolio because of the risk of structural issues, not just temporal issues. But in a 30 stocks portfolio, I consider it as positive risk and reward buy, so I have added it to the portfolio. I have prepared this on the weekend, so this is the closing date, and here is now the input in the portfolio when I prepared it, what I bought, what's the price I paid amount, how many stocks I bought. The price is still there as I'm filming this, haven't updated the data. updates automatically. You just go here, data, refresh all, and then it updates automatically. So the value is still there. We will update here automatically on losses, on gains, and then see how it does. The thesis, if advertising doesn't decline, it is a value play. Plus, there is the meta bet, which should offer long-term upside if it works. Interesting stock to follow here on YouTube, so I hope you will enjoy it. And maybe surprisingly, as I said, this is not for my core portfolio, but it is for something like a YouTube portfolio from an educational perspective. So I think there it should also give value, as I know that many of you have 20-30 positions. So that's something that should add value to you. Like to support this idea, check what I do on my research platform, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next video and especially in the next portfolio updates. I'll try to make a thumbnail so that you always know that this is the portfolio video with the value of the portfolio like every other YouTuber is doing. So that will be fun, interesting. So I'm very excited to start this new journey with you. I'll see you tomorrow.